Hey guys, Radio Garage back on the bench here. Got a familiar radio, Connex 3300. This is not the HP. This is just a old school Connex 3300 side mic, and this one here came in with a no receive from the owner, is what he's telling me. He did not send a note. I just looked for the note, but yeah, I forgot he did not send a note. So just went back and looked at some emails, and he seemed to tell me that, I believe I remember the phone call now too, he had this to a shop and he wanted some stuff fixed, and then when he took it to the shop they said it has no receive signal, no receive at all, it's not receiving. So let's just check that out, and I guess they didn't have the equipment or know how to fix it, so he just gave the radio back to the owner here. So he sent it in to me, see if I could straighten it out. He also sent a little amplifier that he wants to match up with it, so we'll get that done too. But let's just see what this thing's doing. We'll power it on. Okay. So I'm not really hearing anything. Well, no, I do hear a little tiny bit of faint static I can hear coming out of the speaker. So that's off. We got our gain up, our squelch is open, volume all the way up. We should hear something. We're not really hearing hardly anything. But we do have a receive light here, which is good. And let me just key up a radio here next to it. I got the monitor radio on channel 20 over here. And let's just see if we get any response. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and that should be the right band and frequency right here. I believe with these it's high D, so we are not getting a signal. Well, let's get this thing opened up and see what we find. Actually, yeah, you know what I should do? I should see if it has transmit. Let me get a microphone here. Get a microphone and see if get a little more testing before I get this thing opened up. See what I'm up against. So no more mail-ins, guys. I'm all booked up. I'm all maxed out as far as what I could take. It's gonna even the guys that just are gonna be still, the stuff's trickling in. It's gonna be a couple months wait for guys to get their stuff back. So. I generally don't like to go past a couple months on waiting time, and you know, of course, sometimes it's a lot quicker, right? I'd like to give myself leeway. I'd rather say it's going to be, you know, 8 weeks and have it be 4 or 6 weeks and surprise somebody, make them happy. So, anyways, that's the story with that. I do have the notice back up on the website stating so, but just a little reminder. All right, let's see if we got anything for a key up. Yeah, it looks like transmit's working. We're getting wattage there, and we got a signal on the monitor. 1 1 2 1 2. Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't look like we have modulation. 1 2 1 2 1 1. Ooh, a little bit. Looks like let's check the scope. Let's check the scope. What do we got going on here? Oh, there it is. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, yeah, the volume turned down a little bit on this monitor radio. Yeah, she's modulating. Okay. 1 2 1 2. And pinching a little in the middle. So it's just probably, you know, it has some stuff done to it over the years. He wants to get this thing up and running. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna get this thing opened up. Alright, we are back. Got the receive issue figured out finally. So quite a bit of time has elapsed since the last video clip, and this is kind of a really strange thing I ran into with this one. So I think what happened with this is, I think it was a simple problem with the receive, and the guy, the shop, I'm not going to say who it was. It's an actual storefront brick and mortar shop, I guess local to the guy down there. But what I think happened was it was a simple issue. Like I think a component was touching over here. Okay, I did find something over here, very minimal, like a very small issue. But I think what he thought was he and this is just guessing here, but this transistor here, okay, ended up being in backwards. The second RF amp for your receive right here. Now, when the owner brought it to the shop, he had said he had not used it in a long time. He wanted to get it going. He took it like out of his shed or out of his garage and just brought it right to the guy from the last time he had used it. So how would, if the last time he used it, it worked fine, and then he brings it to a shop and then all of a sudden a transistor's in backwards? So I think the guy that went through it saw that on the silk screen. Okay, see, if you've been around these a long time, you kind of know some stuff to look for. And on these, right here, if you follow the silk screen, see, you will actually put the transistor in backwards. You have to go opposite of what the board actually is labeled. And these are like that with a few different parts. Like say a diode might show the banded end, saying pointing towards here. Well, really, it's got to go the banded this way, the banded end, the cathode. So yeah, you can't always trust the silk screening. So I think somebody thought that by, I think they thought they were fixing it by switching that transistor around, when actually they totally disabled the receive. And then it was probably like a solder joint or a component touching down through here, because I did find something weird with a component touching down here. And then they probably fixed that or whatever, came close to fixing it, and then they just never could get it because that part was in backwards. So yeah, luckily as I started doing some recapping, because this is going to need to be recapped anyways. And then as I was recapping, I was just kind of checking stuff out in the area, and I came through here and I said, well, geez, wait a minute. And I thought, I'm pretty sure this one goes against the silk screening, and I was right. So once I swapped that around, we got the receive back. But yeah, there's no way that could have got swapped around backwards just by sitting in somebody's shed. Okay, so he wants to get this thing working. He wants it really gone through and everything good. So let me see what we got going on here. Okay, so I'm going to do a bunch of upgrades to this. I'm going to finish doing the full recap. Like I said, as I was checking out areas, like as I was checking the receive over here and stuff, I replaced caps as I went. So I got a few more I got to do, maybe a dozen or so, and then that'll be done. And then I got to go through, re-grease all the ICs, pull these off, clean that all up, fresh heatsink compound. I'll give them an AM regulator upgrade, and just go through, check out all this stuff, do my other audio upgrades that I normally do on this style chassis, which this is a very, very early old export chassis. This is not the 3614B that everybody's used to seeing. This is actually an 11. Okay, I think it's 11Z. This is actually a 3611Z. So this is one of the real old ones. Alrighty. So let's get busy. We'll get this finished up here. Just kind of taking you guys along as I go through it. And like I said, then we got to get an amp set up for them. So also too, it's going to need a meter. Yeah, the meter crapped out in the meantime since I've been working on it. That's what always happens too with these. Take a radio, an old radio, and it's been sitting, then the meter works, and it doesn't work, and then you just go with a new meter. So I'm just going to pop a new meter in there, new LED, and be done with that whole deal. Plus I got to clean up this whole back side of the board. So yeah, quite a bit of time still left to do on this one. We will be back. Alright, we're back. We got the amp out now. This is the little amp that he sent with this radio to get paired up, but Yeah, I'm already not liking what I see. Like, I wish I could just get an amp in here that didn't need any work, and I could just set the radio carrier where it needs to be and match it up, and away we go. But this one's got parts taped on the outside. I have no idea what these are for. I don't know if the shop that he had this stuff to beforehand, if they did this. These parts look new because I don't see any solder on the leads here. So I don't know if these are supposed to get installed. If so, why didn't the shop beforehand install them? Why just put the new parts and tape it? And I don't know, I guess it's supposed to be a do-it-yourself job or something for the customer. And then these wires are obviously trash. You know, we had a buck connector here, and then a little power lead with nothing at the end. It's supposed to be, I guess, a fuse holder was there at one point. So, all right. And I don't really work on these things, but we'll see what I could do. Alrighty, so let me turn this volume down a little bit. We got this thing working. I did end up using one of the transistors that was taped on the side, so the preamp was out. That's what I guess those spare parts were. I guess the guy knew the preamp was out, but I don't know, he didn't put the transistor in, so I just popped that in. Let me show you that that's working. Hear that now. Okay, and then yeah, everything's working good. Just leave it on high. I have it set for low on the radio. Put the radio on low, and then run this on high. And sideband, you don't have to worry about. This is not a sideband radio. And then your on power. So what do we got going on here? Let's see. Let me make sure I'm on low. Okay, so yeah, this is like a little hodgepodge here I got going on. Let's see. Okay, let me unplug that speaker there. And I am on the outside antenna right now, so let me get the dummy load. Yeah, I was just getting a radio check. I'll try to get another one once I get the numbers shown here, just to show you that this thing's working. Sounding really good out there too. So, all right, low. You got about, sorry about that, like about a 30 watt carrier is what I'm getting on the LP, and then this is 50 watt slug here. She's just under 30 on the bird. But see, the thing with the bird is if you put the bird to peak, it's going to bring it up a little bit. You know, actually now it goes over 30. And that's saying 30. So just the nature of the peak kit. But anyways, about 30 watts carrier. I'm going to modulate into it now. The radio's on low. Got good forward power here. So we know we're good on the carrier. And she's giving us about 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 audio 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5. Yeah, somewhere around 187. I saw it hit 190 there before. 180s, somewhere around there, just talking into it like this. We got reflected 0, 1 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so really good numbers on this thing. Here's a 5 watt slug. There it is, 5 watts. I'll put that in reverse just to confirm. Okay, that's in reverse now. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So it just barely moves off the knee, off the bottom there. So yeah, everything's good. Amp's working good. Did your power wire upgrade? Just come down here. I just have a so yeah, we did the power wires out the back here. This is some nice heavy duty silicone wires got going up there. I got some eyelets on the end for you, so big improvement over this wire here that you had, you know. So there was the original coming out of there. We got rid of that, and then this was your ground. So got you all set up, and like I said, just run the amp on high. There's no reason to put the high low, because then if you set this for low on here, then when you flip it to high, it like throws the carrier way too high. So yeah, just keep it on high, radio on low. You want to run barefoot, turn this off, and then put your radio to high, and then you can run barefoot. So all right, we'll be back. Hey guys, we're back here. I think I forgot to actually show you the final insides of the radio. So I just got it here warming up. I just turned it on. I'm going to be doing the final alignment. I just unplug this microphone quick. And so what I ended up doing was, you were real close to basically with what needed to be done with this, having the bulletproof package done. So I just went ahead and did that, and so that took care of then your these are your old speaker wires. You don't have an internal speaker, as you know, but so I ended up going ahead and upgrading your power wires. You got a nice big choke there, ferrite choke, upgraded gauges on the power wires, and then you got your upgraded AM regulator here. This one here is upgraded, okay, the other part of your Darlington pair there, and also all your caps. Of course, we upgraded the value on this one, upgraded the value on this one, your two main filter caps, 8-volt and main DC. So you got your Teflon antenna wire back here now. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep that out of the way. We got all these re-greased, ICs, okay, over here, IDEO chip, fresh heatsink compound. So, and then your you wanted the blue meter light, so we gave you that, and also brand new meter in there, because as I was working on this, and it happens with a lot of the old radios, you'll be going through it, and then all of a sudden the damn meter just gives up the ghost. So as you can see here, it just flopped over. Which way do I have it? Yeah, I got it the right way. And yeah, it just stuck. So you know, I'm not gonna fool around with it. Guys will be messing with screws and stuff and whatever. I just replace. If I'm gonna pull something or mess with something, I'm just gonna replace with it. Plus two, it was the SWR meter. Actually, somebody had put in a Cobra 29 meter. Yeah, I don't know why it's not zooming in, but yeah, it doesn't matter. But anyways, yeah, so this one doesn't have SWR, so I just put in the correct meter, no big deal. And like I said, I was doing some amp testing. I think I already put that clip on that video clip out ahead of this one, but I kind of forgetting where I'm at here, guys, because this one here's taken a few days to get done. I've had like 1,000,001 things come up since I started this, so I've been kind of going back and forth with this project. But yeah, definitely got to figure out a way to do the repair, you know, bench time. It just, the bench time is just incredible on some of this stuff, and you know, I don't want to be killing anybody in costs, but at the same time, you know, the time's got to be worth something. So I don't know what do you guys think. Flat rate, hourly, what do you guys think is the best way to charge for repairs? Just curious. But let's get on with it. I'm going to do the alignment, then I'll show you the final wrap up on this thing. Now let me just show you over the air here quick. So monitor radio is on 25 right now. 25, amp is still on right there. Here we go. Turn the volume up.
Audio 1 2 1 1. Oh, I gotta turn my echo down. 1 2 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Oh yeah.
All right, that's with the. Now we turn the echo off.
1 1 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Oh yeah. Yep. Sounding real good.
And I'll turn the amp off. Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So either way, you're going to sound great. Nice and clear, loud audio. Alright, we're back here again, and we just finished up the receive alignment, the sensitivity portion of it at least. So we got negative 112 there. Okay, AM. And we're bouncing between 11 and change, almost 12 dB sinad. So super good ears on this thing now. She really came alive after all the troubleshooting we did and getting that receive straightened out. And then went ahead and gave it a full alignment. And now let's just check out S9, which I did not set the S meter yet, so we'll actually do that right now together. This is a new meter, so I'm sure it's off a little bit, but be kind of a good reference to see where a new meter comes in at. So there's negative 73, and let's see what we have here, if it's on or not. So meter is off right now, so let's get that lined up correctly. Just take this, bring that up a little bit. Yep, right there. Looks like, I can't see, I'm looking through the, okay, yeah, S9, right on the money. So there's your negative 73 dB. Alright, so receive is done. Alright, let's see if anybody's out there. Got the low, mic gain up, turn our volume up, put the giggle switch on. Break 19 radio check, how about it?
It's working, driver.
Copy that. How's it sounding on your end? Nice and clear?
Yeah, it sounds real good.
Okay, copy that. Appreciate you. Have yourself a good night. Stay safe.
You too, buddy.
Alright, there we go. Good radio check. Okay, thanks for coming along for the journey, guys. So this one's all done. Gonna get this one out of here. This was one of them deals where every time I fixed something, another problem popped up, and then it was just one thing after the next, and kind of had to just go through and get everything squared away little by little. But yep, finally there. So this one, definitely, guys, if you send in something like this, old, hasn't been used in a while, or you kind of used it and then forgot about it, or whatever, you know, it's half working, half not. You know, really, you better not even have a budget, because you're looking at, you know, you're looking at quite the repair bill. So just keep that in mind. I mean, he could have definitely, I shouldn't say he, but somebody could definitely get a new radio for the price of the repair easily. So if it means something to you, though, I know he had this one a long time. He said it was always a good radio for him, stuff like that. You know, sentimental value, whatever, no problem. We'll you know, we'll get it fixed up for you, or I'll get it fixed up for you. I don't know why I say we sometimes, and it's just me here, but anyways, I probably won't get another video out for you guys before Christmas, so definitely have a Merry Christmas. I am going to be taking some time off for the holiday, so just see you guys in the next one. Radio Garage, we're off the key.